I'm kind of ticked off that the score was as close as it was. That was a pretty dominant performance by our kids. Really pleased with the effort. I told them, listen, we all had a bad taste in our mouth all week long over that game last week. It's to play as well as we did and really outplay the opponent, and especially one of the caliber of NC State, and then not get the win. It was tough. But I thought the kids did a good job this week with practice, particularly later in the week. I thought they really dialed in. We were very, very sharp. Thursday was as sharp a Thursday as we've had this year, easily, but one of the sharper ones we've had. We spent a lot of time this week on a lot of stuff. It's after a loss like that and some of the things that you did wrong, you really almost overkill. But the kids were fantastic. They had positive attitudes all week. They really worked, and I just really I loved the way we played in the second half tonight. That's what we want to be. I'm ticked off at some of the poor decisions and just busts that we had in the secondary to give up some of the passing yardage that we gave up, but that's good for us too. Okay, sometimes when people pat you on the back all week and tell you how freaking good you are, you listen to them, and they gotta. I try to tell them as much as I can. You got to keep your dang ears shut. But really pleased with so much stuff that went on tonight, and really proud of our offensive line, and those backs got going. Everybody got a glimpse of Marlon Gunn tonight. You've been hearing me talk about him. Everybody got a glimpse of him. He should have gotten the box, but that's the only negative on that one. Questions? That's what we've been trying to build. When I got here, they talked about how they hated the raising that flag and getting blown out in the fourth quarter, and so we've made it a mindset thing. We do some things with some of our conditioning where it's really focused on the tail end, and we make the end of it the hardest. And we talk about it being the fourth quarter, and how we want to win that part of the ball game. And this team's kind of built for that. It's philosophy-wise, we're slowly becoming what we talked about. When I first got hired, and that performance in the fourth quarter that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what the good football teams. That's what they look like.
As much as the Thunder is important, the Lightning with Keaton Mitchell tonight.
Yeah. You just knew, and I literally, no joke, 30 seconds before he popped it, I'm sitting here thinking, hey, one of these has got to pop at some point, because you felt like you were close. And then once he got in the secondary, you knew what was going to happen. So it's great job by him of being patient all night, not getting frustrated. And that's, because last week was frustrating. Running the football, but I thought they those kids, they're such team-oriented guys, and tonight they were, and just I'm happy for both of them, seeing them have that success there in the second half, and we all know that success comes from our offensive line wearing down Old Dominion in the second half. That's why all that stuff happens.
Another successful night for the transfer receivers.
Yeah, and you guys doubted me enough, so. Yeah, Jalen Johnson, I thought the one big third down catch he had was big-time play. I thought Isaiah had some big-time plays, one-on-one down the sideline, which that's what he can do. So it's good to have those guys, just coming along and come more and more part of our offense.
But you really had some big sustained drives
Yeah.
that ended up in points. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, you'd like to get more than 3 out of that first drive, 17-play drive, and come away with 3, but you come away with points. But yeah, it's almost a 40-minute time of possession. I haven't had that since we were running the triple option. So it's pretty impressive. 10 of 19 on third down. That's why you have those drives. 2 of 3 on fourth down. So really good job by our offense. I thought that Donnie put together a really solid game plan, mixing the run and the pass. And so we end up with 500 yards plus total offense tonight. So pretty good night. Well, I think that just our defensive front, our linebackers, just the coordination of the fits. And listen, you can use Virginia Tech as an example. Watching them last week, it's their first game together, and everybody thinks this stuff happens overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It's those kids have played together for 3 years, and so they know our defense. They fit things correctly. That's a really good run. It's a 1,000-yard running back that we shut down tonight. So but it's the kids. It's them knowing our defense and playing it together.
What can you learn from, trying to play against and defend, a receiver like Ali Jennings?
Well, it's a player of his caliber is going to make some plays. He's going to have some one-on-one contested plays that he makes. You just don't give him the cheap stuff. That's the ones that tick me off, because we had some that were just cheap that we gave to him. But it happened last week against Tech too. They didn't do much all night, and all of a sudden he hits 2 big deep balls to him. So he's a great player. I talked to him after the game, just told him how proud I was of him. I'm glad I hopefully don't have to face him again. So, we just gotta shore up some things in the secondary where we're just maybe a little too greedy, a little too aggressive, and give up some cheapies.
Is there maybe some protection things going on special teams? Maybe there was a block kick tonight. There was just a few things maybe going on with those protections.
There was one player tonight that did a great job last week that did a poor job tonight and caused the blocks, and he was replaced, and then you put somebody else in there and we protected. So, no, it's not a whole lot of things. It's one thing. So, got it fixed. Got to do better. We worked a ton on it this week. Excited for Owen. Wasn't his fault. In case anybody out there is wanting to blame him, it wasn't his fault. He doesn't protect. Okay, he did a good job hitting his kicks tonight.
One more question. Do you feel like that helped with Owen's confidence tonight?
Yeah.
To make some connections on kicks?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Our fan base, number one, I appreciate everybody that was there. 36,000 plus paid attendance. I thought they were loud. They were into the game. The kids, they fed off of it. I thought it was awesome. Our home side was incredible. Just thank you. And I thought it was pretty special when Owen took the field. He's had a tough week. And, he takes a lot of pride in what he does. But, for our fan base to cheer him, give him an ovation when he took the field tonight, that was pretty special. So I think it's good for him to hit those kicks, kind of, yanks the scab off kind of deal. And now we can move on. So I'll tell you, we got a good thing going right here. God's blessed us. So thanks a lot. Go Pirates.